Hi, 5th grade. It's Mrs. Gioka with your flipped math lesson for today, 8-5. Today's objective is, I can write an expression that describes a rule. I think today you're going to find that the math lesson for today is going to be very simple compared to some of the stuff that we've done before. Okay, so I'm expecting this to go very quickly, and I'm expecting you to understand it very quickly as well. So, in our problem, today you're going to find a rule and write an expression. Okay, so if you'll see that we have this table here, and the table has on the very top row has the regular price, and then it says in parentheses P. So the regular price is going to be represented by the variable P, and then the regular price of the first item is $21. Underneath it is the sale price. Okay, and the sale price underneath the $21 is $16. The regular price for the next item is $20. The sale price is $15. The next regular price is $19. The sales price is $14. And then in the last column, you'll see that the regular price is $18, and then the sales price box is empty. Okay, so we're going to be filling in that empty box, and we're going to have to figure out, well, what is happening? What is the relationship between the regular price of the items and the sales price? So look at the first regular price item and see how it relates to the second, or to the sales price item. And we know that $21 is more than 16, but how much more is it? Well, 21 minus 16 is 5. So we have a difference of $5 in this one. If I look at the regular price of the first item, or the second item, that's $20, and its sales price is 15, I can see that 20 minus 15 also equals 5. So the relationship is minus 5. And if I continue that, 19 and 14, the difference is $5 as well. So I know that for the last regular price item, that's $18, if I subtract 5 from it, the price for the sales price is going to be $13. Okay, so we're looking for relationships between that first number and the second number below it. Okay, now we have up here, we have our variable for the regular price. The regular price is P. To find the sales price, we subtracted 5 from it, right? So the sales price is P minus 5. Whatever P was, and P had 4 different values here, 21, 20, 19, and 18. Whatever it was, subtracted 5 from it, and that gave us the sales price. Okay, so this is our expression, P minus 5. And we solved it, and we found what the expression was by looking at the relationships between the first row and then the second row. So that's all we're doing today, is we're going to be writing expressions like this and looking for relationships. Okay? So let's take a look at another one. The total number of test questions is going to be expressed with a variable Q. And the number of multiple choice questions, we're going to have to find out what that variable and expression is. Okay, so we're going to be filling in that little box right there. Okay, so the first one, the total number of test questions is 20, and the number of multiple choice questions, though, is 10. So think about what's the relationship between 20 and 10. Well, 20 minus 10 is 10, right? So we're taking away 10 to get to this number. So if I had the total of questions was 30 and the number of multiple choice is 20, again I'm taking away 10. And if it was 40 test questions and 30 of them were multiple choice questions, again we took away 10. All right, and then you could probably fill in that box, right? If there were 50 test questions, how many would be multiple choice? Well, we follow that minus 10 rule, we'll know that the answer would be 40. Okay, so now what is the expression that we're going to write? Remember, our variable is Q. All of these were Q. 20, 30, 40, and 50. They were all Q at one time. They were all the total number of test questions. So we have Q, and then we have whatever the relationship was, whatever was happening to the Q. What was happening to Q? Well, we were subtracting 10. Q minus 10 is our expression. Okay? Simple enough. Let's practice a few. So we're going to find a rule. You're going to make a rule like we just did, like q minus 10, or x plus 3, or r times 5. Whatever it might be, you're going to be finding a rule and making the rule. Okay? So first one, we have n. Everything on the top is n. Okay, remember n can change. Obviously it changes. We got 3, 4, and 5. And then down in the bottom row we have n plus something, and we're going to see how the relationship changes. Okay, so we have 3 changed to 7, 4 changed to 8, 5 changed to 9. We know that we are adding. It gave us the operation already. So what's the relationship? Well, we're adding 4, right? 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 8, or sorry, 4 plus 4 is 8, and 5 plus 4 is 9. So we're adding 4. So there it is. That's all there is to it. Simple, simple. Number 2. Okay, we have B, and B is 31 for our first box. Then it's 42, and then it's 55. What's the relationship to the numbers below? How do they change? 31 changes to 23, 42 changes to 34, 55 changes to 47. Can you see how that relationship changed? Okay, we know that we're doing subtracting. I can tell because the numbers are getting smaller from B, whatever the number is that's B, down to the number below. So we have to figure out, well, if we're using subtraction, like how much are we subtracting? Oops, okay, so it looks like I'm subtracting 8. So I want to check that and make sure that that's what's happening to all my problems. 42 minus 8, is that what's happening here? Yep, 42 minus 8 is 34. 55 minus 8 gives me 47. So I know that my algebraic expression is B minus 8. So number 3, I have Q. Q is 0. Then 2, then 8. And then underneath I have Q minus, so I know I'm subtracting. Whoops, I have minus, that's odd. I wonder if I rewrote it wrong. Let me check. Yes, I had written the problem incorrectly, sorry. It's Q plus. That would not make a lot of sense, would it? Q plus, okay? So what's the relationship from 0 to 15? What's happening there? Well, it looks like we're increasing by 15. Check with the others and see if that's happening as well. From 2 to 7, yep, I'm increasing by 15. And from 8 to 23, yes, I'm increasing by 15. So my answer is Q plus 15. Okay, now it's your turn. Okay, our first variable is P. First it starts off as 3, then 4, then 5. And what happens to the 3? Changes to 68. We know that we're adding, it gives you that. The 4 changes to 69. The 5 changes to 70. What is the relationship? Write down the algebraic expression. Okay, you should have said that it's P plus 65. Okay, because 3 plus 65 equals 68. 4 plus 65 equals 69, and so on. Number 5, x equals 18, then 21, then 26. I can see in our expression we have x minus, so we know we're subtracting. 18 will change to 5, the 21 will change to 8, and then 26 changes to 13. So what goes in the empty box? If you said 13, you are correct. Number 6. R is 112, then 96, then 62. We have R minus, and then we have our box. We know we're subtracting. So what is the relationship difference between 112 and 73, 96 and 57, 62 and 23? If you said 39, you are correct. Number 7, this time, in the box, you have to describe what is happening to n. So you'll have to describe what is happening in the relationship between these numbers at the top that represent n and the numbers at the bottom, which represent what's happening to n, as well as this empty box, what numbers should be filled in there. Give that one a try. Okay, if you said that n is adding, you'd be right because we're getting larger. And if you said it's n plus 43, you are correct. And if in the empty box you put 70, you are correct. Number 8, we have u, which starts off as 212, 199, 190, 188. And u changes. You need to show the operation that shows the change and figure out exactly what is the relationship, how is it changing. Fill in the empty boxes. If you said subtraction is the operation, you are correct. And if you said we are subtracting 35, you are correct. The last empty box should then be 153, because 188 minus 35 is 153. Okay, number 9. We have C. C equals 31, 54, 60, and 64. What is the operation that's happening? And show the relationship. Show how much it is changing. Okay, if you said that we are subtracting, you are correct. And if you said we're subtracting 26, that is also correct. And then our last box, 34 minus 26, would give you 38. Okay, number 10. We have A. This is going to be our last one. A equals 589, then 485, 400, and 362. How is that relationship changing? A is changing how? If you said it was the operation of subtraction, you're correct. If you said it's subtracting 14, you are also correct. And then our last answer should be 348. All right, so that is it for today. You are finished. Hey, look at that, less than 20 minutes. Good job. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.